What's up, guys? ArtistVersion1 here, and we are back with another edition of the Three-Way Dance Wrestling Podcast. And of course, you can't have the three-way dance unless there's three of us. So joining me as always is Shelby, aka Shubs.
Hey, yo.
And joining me as always is blinding me with science himself, Nick.
I always forget about Thomas Dolby. Now I'm going to have that song stuck in my head.
I was thinking all day, I was like, what 80s reference am I going to make with Nick today? All right. So we have a loaded show here for you tonight. We have, usually I only pick out like a handful of news topics. I have doubled that today. We got like 10 news topics I want to talk about. Plus, we're going to talk about the top 50 WWE tag teams that WWE did here, and we have some things to say about it. Plus, we're going to play It Came From eBay. We're going to play the three-word dance. We don't have a Sportster list of the week this week because we're going to spend most of our time on the top 50. And, of course, we're going to take your questions. Not a whole lot of them, but we're going to take them, of course, our vintage pick of the week. So let's get right into the news cycle here. And the first one I just want to point out here, apparently, when Moose, Impact Wrestling star Moose, was a free agent, WWE was apparently interested in Moose. So the question is, would you guys be interested in a WWE run for Moose?
I was kind of bummed to read that he re-signed with Impact.
As long as that's not all I hear at every show is Moose. It gets so annoying.
Moose.
Every time he makes an entrance.
Moose.
Watch, though, they would put him with Titus O'Neil just so it could be Moose. Hurrah, hurrah. And then
my
they
God.
could have that
Titus
thing.
Brand 2.0.
There we go.
Titus Worldwide.
Whatever.
Oh.
I feel bad for anybody who signs with Impact at this point.
Yeah. Well, they must
I'm
be
sure-
signing
I'm-
for a reason.
I'm sure it's an easy payday. Don't get me wrong, but like, still, it's fucking shoot that company, man.
How much can they actually be
on
making
Cap-
at Impact?
I have no idea. Apparently enough.
Yeah.
It must be enough for him to be like, yeah, I'll stay.
Yeah, apparently.
Yeah.
I'm cool working under Scott D'Amore. I'll stay.
But are we disappointed that Moose didn't come to WWE?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean,
I will say, yeah.
I would have preferred him to go back to Ring of Honor, to be honest. That's just me. All right. Next up here, coming out of last Tuesday's NXT, we have an injury to report, and that is Mercedes Martinez, apparently diagnosed with a concussion. One of my girls, Xia Li, did a spin kick and knocked her smooth out, and she pulled a Shane McMahon on us there because Xia Li tried to end the match right then and there, knowing what was happening, and Mercedes Martinez kicked out. Well, I wouldn't say kicked out, but she raised her shoulder, trying to continue the match, and this has gotten some criticism from old Uncle Corny there. I listened to the review on that, and apparently my thing with that is I put it on here mainly because he was upset that he was like, well, the match should have ended right there. I'm like, dude, it ended.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. There's so many injuries now. So many people are getting injured in matches, like way more than they used to, you know? And it's I feel like a lot of it is they're trying to do moves that they shouldn't be doing. Number one, because they're just unsafe in general. And number two, because a lot of them aren't properly trained and thrown on television. Like, I can agree with some of the things that he says, and I can make sense of it. And I didn't see this specific move, but I don't know the history of her, whether she's injured other people. But I mean, if this is a move that she does and commonly injures people, maybe she should stop doing it. I mean, a spin kick seems like something that you'd have to know very well what you're doing to properly execute it without actually hurting somebody. So, you know, if you're not going to be able to do that, then just don't do the move, right?
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Yeah. Go ahead.
Fair enough. But I don't really have much else to add because I didn't watch the match. I actually skipped
Oh, okay.
it.
Well, it sounded like you're about to say something. You're like, well, actually, yeah, fair enough.
Oh,
It sounded like you had like some more shit to say, but then you're just like, fuck it, fair enough.
Yeah, more or less.
Okay. And we have some news coming out of SmackDown on Friday. A return happened. Zelina Vega, aka Thea Trinidad, there. She was released like what, last year? Was it?
No, I don't think it was last fall. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah. Well, then that would be last year then.
Yeah. Fair enough.
So I'm still right. Don't fucking correct me. You come in my house, you're gonna eat the food the way I fucking make it.
I'm not in your house though.
You know what to do. So Zelina Vega returns and ends up with one of the spots in the women's Money in the Bank match. So are we excited for Zelina Vega's return or no?
Sure. Be pretty cool.
I like that she's back. However, I don't like the fact that she's now sold out to WWE and gone against the initial cause that she supposedly left for to begin with. Like unionization and all that.
Yeah,
like, I'm
she's
just
deleted.
Like, why would you?
She's deleted her tweets on unionization.
Yeah, it was so like when I first. I don't know. It is what it is, and she's back. I mean, she's not going to win Money in the Bank.
No,
but as long as they're consistent with use this time, like maybe that could be okay. But otherwise, it's just like to her, it's just like, why would you go through all that trouble to lambaste the company and to support unionization just to come back?
Money,
especially after they fired your husband too.
Money, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe
but
still,
money over happiness. I would take happiness.
Well, that's you. You're the person that's like, in a choice of whether or not to be kind or right. You would choose be kind. Fuck that. Be right.
Hey, hold on. Don't live very long that way.
But in a way, I agree with Nick. Like, why have Zelina Vega back? Because Aleister Black has went on record and saying, like, I'm not coming back. I don't care if she's back. Yeah. I'm not coming back. I mean, yeah, sure, Aleister Black can wrestle elsewhere. They don't have to be together, But it was just nice having them in the same company.
Yeah. And it's a little bit nicer to think that a husband and wife like that, especially when they work in the same industry, that they're in the same company as they gear up for a return to the road, because you hear far too often wrestling couples splitting up because of issues on the road or because they're working for different companies or whatever. So it's just like, man, like hopefully things still work out. I'm sure, I've never heard them to have had any issues. But
a perfect example being Bayley and Aaron Solo. I mean, they were separated from the road a lot, and then Aaron Solo obviously going on to AEW, Bayley still in WWE, and look, their relationship ended.
Yeah, so here's the flip side. Ended. Here's the flip side, though. If I was with somebody, if I was dating somebody, or I was married to somebody, I wouldn't want to be with them all day, every day, work, home. That just sounds like hell. You need separation. You need moments where you're not.
But I'm sure, okay, let's the Youngling Center or whatever, wherever the Thunderdome is right now. I'm sure when they're there, they're not fucking attached at the hip.
Well, there's probably a little bit, but I just feel like if you're traveling on the road together all the time, you're gonna start, kind of nagging at each other. And I guess it depends on how strong the relationship is, but I don't know. I've seen in the industry I'm in, I've seen a lot of couples who work together and have to work together because that's part of their job. They hire couples, and those don't usually last long.
You work in heating.
Yeah.
Say some strange things happen, man. But his industry too, and given that he works in heating, it would be in relation to landlords and superintendents and other property management companies and things. Oftentimes they are husband and wife led.
Yeah.
Or the supers are husband and wife, and husband's doing the maintenance of the building and he's getting the contract guys and all this other shit. And then you got the wife who's doing the bookkeeping and all that.
In a nutshell, yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I can understand that.
Well,
I don't know how
like, would you ever get tired of Zelina Vega's ass if you were married to her?
Well, you know,
Austin Aries did.
Who?
Austin Aries did.
Oh, they used to date, really?
Yep.
Well, look at Austin Aries
when they split up.
Well, look at Austin Aries. He walked out of WWE. He could have walked out of an easy. There's people like Grand Metalik and well, I'll use Grand Metalik.
Alexander.
Grand Metalik has gone on record somewhere and said that like he's not happy with his position in WWE, but he's getting paid more money than he's ever been paid before. So he's just like, fuck it.
Yeah, save it up and pull a Braun Strowman and just fucking leave wrestling if you want. Like,
I can't imagine Cedric Alexander is happy with his position, but he's making money. So like,
exactly. So, all right. So the next item here, you guys aware that a new Jackass movie is coming out soon?
No, I'm not actually.
Yeah, Jackass 4 is actually slated. Jackass 4 is actually slated for release this October, and there's actually going to be a cameo from an AEW superstar in it.
Oh, no.
Nick, Shelby, do you happen to know who this AEW superstar would be?
Is it Darby Allin?
Darby Allin has
stated
that he wants a cameo in Jackass 4, and he recently finished up his filming in it. So,
of course it's fucking
Shelby,
Darby
are
Allin.
you excited for Jackass 4 with Darby Allin in it?
I'm not excited for Jackass 4 in general, and I'm even less excited now that I know that Darby Allin's in it.
Why aren't you excited for Jackass 4 overall?
The Jackass movies are just overdone. The first one was funny. The second one was like, yeah, okay, you know, and then it just, I mean, there's Jackass, and then there's like Bam Margera or whatever the fuck his name is.
Viva La Bam.
Yeah, Viva La Bam, and then like it's just so overdone at this point, you know?
Well, you're entitled to your wrong opinion. Nick, you excited for Jackass?
I was excited for Jackass 4 either way, because the Jackass movies I've actually thoroughly enjoyed. I still enjoy them to this day, especially number 1. With that said, I think I am quite curious to see what they do with Darby Allin and like what he's willing to do.
Oh, he's probably willing to do just about anything that makes him jump off something high.
Okay, but who knows that he's going to be jumping off something? I mean,
he's going to jump off something.
Who knows? They might revisit the take a shit in a hardware store toilet gimmick.
He's going to do
Darby
a coffin
Allin
drop
just walks in
sort of toilet.
Well, but think about it though. Darby Allin walks in, and Darby Allin get up in Jacksonville, and he goes into a hardware store and just starts taking a shit in a toilet. They're like, "What? What is? That's Darby Allin." He's just like, "Yeah, what's up? I'm just having a dump here. Can you just back up?" And then they go through the whole thing, and I don't know.
I'm excited for it. I'm glad that he got the part because he was campaigning for it at first. Nothing was official, but then he actually got the part. So I'm excited that he got it.
See, it's funny that he was campaigning for it and then he got it. I can only imagine the Knoxville where Steve-O called and we're like, hey, so we're in Jacksonville. Do you want to film some stuff? We'll put it in the movie? Yeah, good. All right, we'll be there. And then they just show up at Daly's place. Tony Khan's freaking out in the parking lot like, oh, do you guys want to be on my show? Do you guys want to be on my show? Do you guys want to be on my show? 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 They just have to like turn them off and put them in like
I know if that happens, if Knoxville ends up in an AEW match, man, WFW, Johnny Knoxville.
Oh. WFW. I was trying to think of the acronym today and I couldn't.
Wildfire Wrestling.
Hey, that's Western Canada is pretty much on fire with wildfires right now, so that's very untimely.
I don't think Will knew that.
I was unaware of that. Yeah, I was going to say I was unaware of that. Unless it has something to do with corner gas, I'm very unaware of what happens in Canada.
What?
Pretty much. I mean,
how could you even?
Dude, unless it involves the corner gas gang, I know shit of what happens in Canada.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. And speaking of AEW, it looks like a dream match that people have been wanting for a while could be happening soon in AEW, and that is Shaquille O'Neal versus Big Show. There's been talk of that possibly finally happening in AEW. So, you guys pumped or no?
No.
Really?
No. Not at all. It's been too long, man. It's been way too long.
As long as Shaq wins, I'm down.
But Shaq had a good opening a good showing in his tag team match.
Sure.
Hey, remember when he was in the Andre the Giant Battle Royal? He had a good showing there too. I mean,
but he had it. But that was just like shoulder block. Let me grab you and choke you, and then we get tossed. And like the tag team match, he actually like did shit. He did power bombs and fucking
that table spot was nice. I will say, I was like, you know what, Shaq, I'm down with you wrestling after that table spot. After that table spot, I was down. Now, I don't like him disappearing from the ambulance, but it's not as sports entertaining as what WWE has been. I hope people shit all over most of the gimmicks they have right now once they're back on the road. I hope they just shit all over it. Not let people talk, just shit. Because they, All
right, and a spoiler, we usually record these on Tuesday when NXT is airing, but this could possibly be a spoiler. We could be wrong, but Monday night, somebody was brought in for a dark match, why they're doing dark matches when nobody's fucking there, I have no idea. But somebody was brought in for a dark match. I don't know if you guys have been seeing NXT, but they've been airing quote unquote vignettes, I guess would be the best way, of a battery charging. And last Tuesday, the battery went to 81%. Well, this Monday, somebody was brought in for a dark match, and that somebody was Tegan Nox. So it is being rumored that the battery charging could be the return of Tegan Nox as soon as tonight at the Great American Bash. So, are you guys excited for the return of Tegan Nox?
I honestly could care less.
Really? Not a Tegan Nox fan?
I'm not going to say I'm not a fan. I'm not. I don't know. I'm more focused on.
I'm not, like, it's like he's saying, I'm not.
The roster's already too bloated. Where is she going to fit? That's what I'm trying to say. It's too bloated right now.
And
it just feels like they're. Yeah,
especially their women's division.
No, grab her, like, turn her heel, team her with fucking, like, Frankie Monet, beef up their fucking NXT women's tag team division. I don't know, give her a tag team partner, because they need some fucking tag teams.
No, they need to get rid of
Mercedes
that stupid fucking set of belts.
Coming back. Mercedes Martinez, I don't think will be back anytime soon. They need some.
Maybe ever at this point.
I just feel like they're just kind of like, here's Tegan Nox, and the crowd will go, the piped in noise will go mild.
The crowd goes mild.
People there now.
Okay, sorry. The small group of fans that they paid to show up goes mild.
Duly noted.
They could have waited. They could have waited. That's all I'm saying.
Nick and Shelby, not fans of Tegan Nox.
Hey, it's not that I'm not a fan. I'm interested. I'm just not excited.
Okay. Which one do I want to do next here? We'll do this. Well, no, we'll do this one. Big news coming out this week. Jimmy Uso. Or should we call him? Jimmy Drinko?
Yeah.
Jimmy Drunko. Arrested for DUI. Except last time when they got arrested for DUI, WWE was just like, "Hey," they scruffled his hair and was just like, "Hey, don't do that again. Get out of here, you little scamp." This time though, they're like, "Listen, fucker."
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't even understand how you could, like, attempt this a second time and think you're gonna get away with it. Like, why even take that risk? I don't get it.
I think it was like Jimmy, like, hey man, I'm teaming up with the champ, man. I'm untouchable, man.
Have you heard that I sit at the table? I'm telling you, I sit at the table.
Sit at the table.
And I'm nobody's bitch.
Listen,
nobody's bitch.
Listen, officer. I'm the head of the table, but shh, don't tell Roman that.
Shh, don't tell Roman.
Step out of the car, sir.
So, bit of fantasy booking here. Well, not fantasy booking, but prediction booking. Roman Reigns beats the absolute bloody shit out of him this week, and he's off TV.
I could see that.
Yeah.
I can
for like getting his ass by Edge, like that would be the
or Edge, yeah.
What I hope though, because if we think about all of the Usos' recent pushes as a unit, or if Jimmy is around, it's during a push that he gets busted in something like this, and I just hope that this will be enough for him to get some help. Because, I mean, it sounds like he might have a problem.
Yeah.
At this point, even Jeff
or
Hardy's
should I say,
at
or
this
should
point, Jeff
I
Hardy's
say,
even
it
sitting
sounds
back
like
there
he may
like,
have a problem, Moose. He may have
at this
a problem,
point, Jeff
Moose.
Hardy's sitting back there like, dude, get some help.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jeff Hardy should.
You know it's bad when Jeff Hardy's just like, dude, stop.
Have you ever
clean your shit up?
Remember when I was in TNA, man? Remember when I was in TNA? You don't want to be like Jeff
when I was
TNA.
Remember when I was TNA heavyweight champion?
Now, do you want a beer?
Jeff is just like, Jimmy, do you remember when I was in TNA? And Jimmy's just like, I don't know. You want to get a beer and talk about it?
Yeah, all right. Pritchard's just in the background taking notes, just like, oh, Ace isn't gonna like any of this.
But he also has like another. He also has another page of notes. He's like, "Bud, this is a good episode for the future."
Yeah. Better call Conrad. Note: Jimmy and Jeff drinking together off camera. Both have problems. Neither is solved. Let's see how this goes.
Reminder: buy coloring books.
Ricochet will need his chair after Money in the Bank. He likes the Paw Patrol.
Oh shit. Okay. All right, the next one here. Oh my God, I was in the fucking WWE Thunderdome last night, which I'm starting to think for the last few weeks now they're just like, fuck it, they don't care. They're about to get rid of the Thunderdome, because 2 weeks ago I was in the Thunderdome, and behind like the announcers and shit, there was like these 4 people who were all wearing Raw shirts, like they were all next to each other, which I was like, okay, fine, whatever, They could have just put them there because, like, hey, we saw these people wearing Raw shirts. Let's put them together. This week, they were all in the exact same spot. And I'm like, oh, that can't be coincidence. And then I saw, like, another 2 people. Well, I saw one person who was sitting in one square, and no shit, 4 squares over, it was the exact same person.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, so I was just like, okay, I think I'm watching the Thunderdome, but I'm not really in it. Anyway, so I was watching the fucking Thunderdome when this happened, but our good old almost superhero has a name change, and it's no longer Nikki Cross. It is officially Nikki Ash.
Oh, I love it.
Except Mike Rome announced her as Nikki Cross, and Jimmy Smith is calling her Nikki Ash, and commentary's calling her Nikki Ash. The graphics is Nikki Ash. And here's my pro, Nikki Cross. I'm like, Mike, you screwed up, bud. I was watching that this morning. I'm just like, Mike, you screwed up.
And if you look in like the first 4 rows, there's also a girl with like a Brazil flag in the background. She was also in the same spot for 2 weeks. Just want to point that out too.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just wanted to bring that up because it's just fucking stupid. That's all. That's all I have to say. It's stupid. And we can move on.
The Thunderdome has always been stupid.
You know?
I get what they were trying to do, but.
Mm-hmm. All right. And we have some sad news to report here. We lost another real one, guys. We lost a patron, Del Wilkes.
Man.
Yeah.
And let's continue our tradition of people dying and Shelby hates them. What's your beef with Del Wilkes, Shelby?
I don't have beef with the Patriot. Come on now.
Oh, really? This is
wasn't
one
you wasn't
like.
Wasn't it only New Jack?
It was New Jack and there was somebody else that fucking died that you were just like, I don't really care.
Remember who I don't even remember New Jack. I don't remember another one.
Oh, okay.
Well, wait, there was another one. Who was it?
Yeah, that's what I'm like. I can't remember who it was now, but I could have sworn it was somebody else that died. I was like,
let me get to the Google.
Well, we can't hold on a minute. We can't. We're live, pal.
Well, we're not live. We're live to tape.
Yeah, live to tape.
But so
it sucks because on one of our previous episodes, I was just talking about the Patreon. I was in like one of my favorite matches ever with Bret Hart at In Your House Ground Zero, man. It just damn.
He never got a chance. You know, that was kind of the thing. He fell in that era of like the Click and DX, and I mean Click and DX, and the Hart Foundation,
and the Sable T-shirt.
And Sable T-shirt. I knew you were gonna bring that up. You know, he never got a chance in WWE.
And apparently, you know, some interviews that he did right before he died are being released, and apparently, there was never a plan for him to win the WWE title, but Bret apparently had no problems losing the title to him.
But well, I mean, he shouldn't have won it at that point.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think it would have been cool if he did.
Yeah, but it was too soon.
It was a great match.
It was. It was too soon. Like if they booked him, if they built him up a little bit more. I mean, he was only in the company a couple months before he got that match.
Yeah.
Yeah, like they built him up a little bit more. Maybe the next year at WrestleMania, maybe the following year at WrestleMania, I could see it. But yeah, it's too bad that he never really got a chance there. It really is.
All right.
No, it is. Yeah.
And the final bit of news here comes from the Evolution.
Right on.
Believe it or not, Vince McMahon was not sold on this whole storyline of the Evolution, believe it or not. But the one thing he likes out of the Evolution right now is Dewdrop.
I was going to say.
He is loving the facial expressions that Dewdrop makes. And he is apparently giving the writers, I wouldn't say free will, but he is approving everything the writers are doing with Eva Marie and Dewdrop at the moment because of Dewdrop.
Hey, you know what? You can shit on the gimmick as much as you want. If Vince likes it, she's going to get time. And if she gets time, she's going to get over. And if she gets over, they can't stop it.
Yeah, but last year, there's this. Let me tell you the story of a little guy that Vince liked and also got over and people liked and got TV time and everything. And look where he is now. And that guy's name was Otis.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Did you say little, by the way?
Well, you know what I meant.
I mean, that can happen and has happened a lot in the past. And I mean, he's changed his mind on people too. So. I mean, let's just hope that she keeps doing everything that Vince likes.
Triple H right now.
Alrighty, so that was the news this week. We had some supersized news this week there. So let's go ahead and get into our favorite game, and that being It Came From eBay. And Nick is up 2 points here. So I'm actually gonna pull some items from the new list I've been working on here. So let's see here. Okay. All right, let's go with this one here. Now this one is not usually I go for the ones that are on for sale, like you can buy straight out. This one was a starting bid. This one right here. So Nick, since you won the last round, This is a WCW Nitro Grill shirt. Now, for those you don't know, WWF New York was WWF's attempt at a restaurant, WWF themed restaurant. Well, WCW wanted to get in some of that money too. So in Las Vegas, they opened up the WCW Nitro Grill. And yeah, and they had the WCW Nitro Grill shirt. This is a very rare shirt. You don't see a lot of these. So, Nick, what is the starting bid on the WCW Nitro Grill shirt on eBay?
Starting bid, I'd say probably $29.99.
Okay. And Shelby, how much is the WCW Nitro Grill shirt starting bid on eBay?
$25.
Shelby, you get that one. It is actually, the starting bid is $20.
Ooh, damn. That was going to be my guess, but wanted to play it safe.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I want to do this one just because I hate them. This is a Killer Cross shoot DVD.
Oh, gross.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all it is. It's just a shoot DVD of Killer Cross. So, Shelby, how much is the Killer Cross shoot DVD going for on eBay?
$40.
Okay, and Nick, how much is the shoot DVD of Killer Cross going for on eBay?
I think that was a little bit too generous there, Shelby, because I'm going to say about 15.
Nick, you get that one because it is going for this. This shows you how much of a person that Killer Cross is. It is going for $1.37.
Oh, damn. I mean, let's be honest. This was probably done before he got to NXT.
No.
What I'm trying to say is anybody that's on the indie scenes that has like a year or two in their career, how much is a shoot interview going to go? Darby Allin before he got to AEW, how much would a shoot interview of Darby Allin go for?
My point is that he's shitty. Okay?
Yeah, well,
that's the whole reason I did it.
Honestly, I've never been sold on Cross. To me, he's just kind of like a big bald dumbass that has a hot wife.
Yeah, there you go.
He's an ass-kicking machine.
He's a big bald dumbass.
Okay, here's my impression of Shelby talking about fucking Karrion Kross. You ready? Yeah, let me put your cock in my mouth some more.
You done?
Yeah, I'm done.
All right.
All right, now let's get to, because they're tied, so the ass blaster is going to decide it here. And this is probably one of the coolest items I've found while looking for items here. And you two are going to appreciate this because you two are Canadian, eh? And that is a WWF LJN Superstars table hockey game.
Nice.
And what it is, it's, of course, a table hockey game, but instead of like little hockey players, on the table, they are all replaced with WWF superstars of the likes of Macho Man, Hogan, Earthquake, Mr. Perfect, Jake Roberts, all the superstars of like that 87, 89 era, maybe even 90, somewhere in that area.
That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
Oh God, it looks fucking awesome. I'll send y'all a picture later. It's so fucking. So Nick, how much is the WWF LJN Superstars table hockey game still in the box, not sealed, but still in the box, going for on eBay?
Oh man, 300.
Okay, and Shelby, how much is the Superstar table hockey game going for on eBay?
500.
Man, if it was those prices, man, I would have bought it. But unfortunately, Shelby, you get it because it's going for $10,000.
Oh my God, $10,000.
$1,000.
Don't those things cost like $300 like normally though, like just a normal table hockey game?
Yeah, but you gotta understand.
Table hockey, no. Those are the ones with the little sticks that you hold on to.
Yeah, but don't those things like normally cost $300?
Not anymore, dude. They don't even make those anymore.
Well, okay, but like back in the day, I'm saying.
Back in the day, they retailed anywhere from 60 to 100 for a good one.
Yeah.
They weren't any much higher than that. They couldn't. Who would buy them if they were much higher than that? Come on.
Hey man, I'd go for some fucking hash hockey right now. I'll tell you that much.
I was wondering if you were gonna bring up hash hockey. Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right, it came from eBay, and that makes the score 9-7 there.
Hell yeah, catch it up again.
And we're gonna start
2 points behind, sucker.
And we're gonna start.
Wouldn't it be 9-8 now? Wasn't I 2 points behind before the win?
No, it's 8-7. He gave me a point and you a point.
Oh.
No. Hold on, let me double check it. Maybe I wrote down the wrong score. Hold on. Where's my? No, the last score was 9-6, so then that brings it up to 9-7.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
You said I was 2 behind before.
Still 2 behind, pal. Yeah.
All right. And now, since last week we did it, I'm going to start doing it this way too. We're going to start doing 3-word dance. Well, not necessarily 2 out of 3, but we're going to start doing 3 of them. Since it's a free for all, we don't go back and forth. So, I wrote. Sorry about that.
We're live, bro.
I know, right? Damn. Let me get off of that.
I didn't hear anything.
Oh.
He just said sorry.
Yeah, I know, right? Probably hear it in the playback.
There wasn't there.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You gotta close your tabs when we're recording.
7,
Yeah, get rid of your porn.
23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 30, and I have 39 3-word dances here. So, Nick, pick a number 1 through 39.
33.
33. So, 39. So, 38, 37, 36, 35, 34, 33. Okay, the first 3-word dance. Leg. Vest. Kick out.
Sit?
Wow, Nick,
Jesus, man.
That is impressive, man. Wow, I am impressed, man. That brings it to 4 for Nick, 0 for Shelby, and 2 no contest. Wow.
What's the kick out?
Leg is for the broken leg, the famous broken leg.
Yeah.
Vest because he wore that.
Is his entrance.
And the kick out because he was late kicking out of the kick out of the leg drop at WrestleMania 8 for Papa Shango to run in. Wow, I'm impressed with that one.
Jesus Christ.
All right, Nick. So again, pick a number 1 through 39.
17.
17. So 14, 15, 16. You said 17?
Yep.
17. Okay. 3 words. Money. Steal, as in STEAL, just so we're clear. And strap. Money, steal, and strap.
JBL.
No, not JBL. But I will say you're kind of close. And again, these words are in no particular order. You can put these words in any order, still get the same answer. Strap, steal.
IRS?
Money. Nope, not IRS.
Fuck.
I don't know how you get IRS, especially with one of the words.
Well, with strap, but I don't. I mean,
Strap's the word. Strap is the word. I'm like, how would you get IRS with?
Stranger things have happened.
Yeah. Money, steal, strap.
Can you give us a hint?
Let's see. We'll get a one-word hint, which is burrow.
Burrow or borrow?
Burrow. Is somebody going to get it, or are we going to chalk this up to a no contest?
I think this can be a no contest.
You're going to be pissed.
I can't. The $1 Million Man.
Nope.
I don't.
Shelby, any guesses?
No.
It's gonna be
No? All right, contest. No contest. Money, steel, strap. What if I said JTG?
Dang.
Money. Yeah. They steal stuff, obviously. And strap, the famous strap match he had with Shaq Gaspard. And Burrow. And Burrow, your hint, Brooklyn is a borough in New York.
New York, yeah.
All right, Nick, and again, you had the last one, so go ahead, pick a number 1 through 39.
6.
I think we did that. Yeah. Oh, no, we didn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. All right, here we go. Cane. C-A-N-E, just so we're clear.
I was spelling it with a K.
Cane. Cross. Blind.
Mr. Fuji.
No.
Oh, Nydia.
What the fuck? No.
Uh,
Oh, okay, blind. Okay, I was like, wait a minute, Nydia, what the fuck? But okay, I got your reasoning with that.
yeah.
Cane, cross, blind.
God.
Mordecai?
Nope, not Mordecai.
Fuck. MVP.
What? No.
That doesn't work.
That doesn't work.
We'll just forget I ever said that one.
Cane, cross, and blind.
What's that? Cane? The Godfather?
No, not Godfather.
Cross with the C, obviously, right?
Yeah.
There's no other way to spell cross.
I was going to say, why would I spell it with a K?
Kyrian Cross, but, you know.
I don't count that.
Yeah,
that's a proper name.
It's fair. That's fair.
Proper names don't count in Scrabble. So they don't count here.
Again, no particular order. Cross, blind, cane.
Jim Mitchell?
Nope.
Jim Mitchell. You mean James Mitchell?
James, my Jim.
Oh, man.
See, I was thinking I was going to have another, like, golden round here.
Oh, dude, you got Sid pretty quick. That was impressive to me, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
all right,
still,
you know what? Let me take out the word blind and put the original word I was going to put there. So, cane, cross, Russian. Does that help at all?
Nikolai Volkov.
Okay, yeah, you went really off the rails there. No.
Vladimir Kozlov.
No, nope, not even. Okay, yeah, that didn't help at all. Okay.
Russian,
see, I thought Russian would be giving it away.
Lana?
No. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay,
Rusev?
No contest. Y'all are going way off the rails here.
You said Russian.
Yeah.
Okay, but when I explain it, you'll get it.
Okay, are you sure?
Cane. Singapore cane. Cross. Okay, cross.
Oh.
Crucifixion, maybe? Russian. White Russian leg sweep?
Sure. Fucking.
Sandman. Sandman. All right. And don't huff at me, goddammit.
No, we're fucking huffing at you.
No, Nick was. I heard him do.
Yeah, so was I.
Don't huff at me because y'all are retarded. Don't...
Hey.
That is rude.
All right, now let's talk about our top 50 WWE tag teams. But before we talk about that, of course, we got to talk about one of our sponsors, the three-way dance wrestling podcast, and that being repsports.com, where if you need a little bit of motivation to get you in the gym, they have the pre-workout powder for you called Broken Arrow. But of course, it's not the powder that gets you motivated. It's you that gets you motivated. But they do have the pre-workout Broken Arrow that comes in many different flavors. The Broken Arrow, the sour gummy worm, and of course the new flavor,
Galaxy Burst.
There you go.
Hell
the
yeah.
Galaxy Burst. And of course, if you're lagging a little bit through that workout and everything, they of course have a energy drink that is 0 sugar with 0 crash, electrolytes to keep you refreshed and everything. And that is the Raise energy drink. And it not only comes in a can, but it also comes in a powder form as well. And it has 11 different flavors, such as mango guava, grape bubblegum, Phantom Freeze, Apollo, Voodoo, which is my personal favorite. And of course, they have Shelby's favorite flavor,
Galaxy Burst.
Of course, right there. And of course, if you have so much energy left over from banging and clanging and ripping out the back jack, they also have Hyper Sleep, which after your workout, you can take some of that and it'll put you down easy, put you down for a nice, good night's sleep there as well. You can get all these products at repsports.com, and you can use my checkout code ARTIST. Let them know Artist from the Three-Way Dance sent you, and you can save 15%. But, of course, if you don't want to make a commitment yet or anything, if you look in the description of this podcast right there, right here, or there, or over there, or down yonder, wherever you want to look.
Wherever it is.
Yeah, wherever it is. There is a link that you can get yourself a free 4-pack, free 4 cans of Ray's energy drink, and you're going to get sour gummy worms, Voodoo, Apollo, and Shelby's favorite,
Galaxy Burst.
All 4 of those. All you got to do is cover the shipping charge right there, and then use my checkout code so they know that I sent you over, and you'll get 4 free cans. All of this and more. Plus, you can get t-shirts, hats, stickers, all that good stuff and more at repsports.com. Just use my checkout code ARTIST and save 15%. All this and more. All right. So
Galaxy Burst.
You had to get one more in there. All right. So WWE recently, like they did one of our early episodes, released a speaking of Galaxy Burst, let's pop open that right there. That's not
hell yeah. Get some of that and you gull it.
Yeah, that's not a Mountain Dew Baja Blast or anything.
No, it's Galaxy Burst.
It's Galaxy Burst, exactly. It's whoever wants to pay me. Whatever it is, it tastes great. You know?
Whatever it is, it tastes great. It's just candy fruits.
One of our early episodes, we dissected the top 50 greatest women of all time, where we pretty much saw the breaking of me. So WWE released me.
Oh, okay.
So WWE released the top 50 greatest tag teams of all time. And they did, not only did they release a list, I think the first one was just a list, wasn't it? Did they do a TV special too?
They did do a TV special, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, okay. So yeah. Okay. So we are going to take a look at the list, which is why there is no Sports Star list of the week, because we don't need one. So let's go ahead and get right into it with number 50, and number 50 being the New Zealanders themselves, the Bushwhackers, and right away, I have a problem.
Why are they even on the list?
Exactly.
Because they love them.
But they have no accolades in the WWE.
I thought they had a tag team title reign.
No.
No, they just licked a bunch of people's heads. That's it.
They licked a bunch of people's heads. They did a bunch of jobs. I mean, need a drink. Like a lot of the teams that I've written down, I either have a problem with them being on the list or I have a problem with their placement on the list.
That's where I'm at. Is like I've written down all the teams, and it's like either why they're here or where they're at. There's some that belong, but some that's just like what?
I have 14 teams written down that I either have a problem with them being on the list or their placement.
Fuck.
But you're okay. But in Shelby, like before recording, Shelby said he doesn't have a lot of problems with this list. So you're apparently okay with whackers up here.
Did you expected something different? Like, what?
When you look at some of the tag teams missing, yes.
I was about to say, when we get to my list of tag teams missing, oh yeah.
Because like this list does not surprise me one bit. It really doesn't. I just, and you could talk about how the Bushwhackers don't or do deserve to be on this list, but again, it's just a list. That's all it is. There's
you want people.
Okay, so wait a minute, wait. Time out, offside. This is just a list.
Yeah.
But when it comes to the Nitro girls being ranked above,
that I have a problem with. Because that was a wrestling.
But you don't have a problem with the Bushwhackers being. I won't reveal a whole lot on my list, but you don't have a problem with the Bushwhackers being ranked above somebody like Caden Murdoch.
When the WWE made this list, no, I don't, because I didn't expect anything else. This does not surprise me. It doesn't surprise me that Caden Murdoch aren't on this list. It doesn't surprise me that Crime Time isn't on this list. It doesn't surprise me that the Bashams aren't on this list. Nothing really surprised me on this list. Do I agree with it? Not really. There's a couple that I would take out of here or move around a little bit. But I'm not that like.
Okay, so then let's question that. Then is the Bushwhackers a team that you would take out?
Considering their work in WWE, I suppose so.
All right, fair enough. I'll take that.
Okay.
All right, coming in at number 49 is actually a team that I don't have any qualms with, and that is Too Cool, a.k.a. Grandmaster Sexay and Scotty Too Hottie.
Yeah, I'm good with this one.
Because they only had one WWE Tag Team title reign. It didn't last that long, but they were a super over team. So I think on a list of top 50, I think 49 is A-okay.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right. We all agree. All right. 1 out of 50. All right. We're there. Okay. Coming in at number 48, probably Nick and Shelby's favorite tag team, the Quebecers.
I don't know about
okay
that.
With where the Quebecers are on the list.
Yeah, because I believe, what are they, 3 or 2-time WWE Tag Team champions?
I think 2,
if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
2 or something like that. Again, I don't have any qualms with them here. They didn't really make my what the fuck list that I have written down here. They had a decent run in the mid 90s during a time where WWE was, I guess you could say on the ropes, so to speak. So good for them. Okay. Hey, 2 out of 50. We're getting there, man. I think we're gonna go 3 for 3 here. The Smoking Guns, Billy and Bart, 3-time WWE Tag Team champions.
This was another one. I was like, yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
I actually was kind of surprised they even made the list.
Really?
Well, considering just how many thrown together teams that they could have put on here.
Well, and how many teams they had at this time, too.
Exactly, and they actually went with a legitimate team that had legitimate tag reigns that people knew about. I'm perfectly okay with Smoking Guns being at 47.
Okay. All right. Coming in at number 46 was Strike Force, a.k.a. Rick Martel and Tito Santana.
I struggled with this one simply because of some of the ones that were left off.
I have a problem with this one. I mean,
they didn't do anything.
I think Santana and Martel are more remembered for their singles run than they are a tag team. So I don't think that they should be on the list.
Top 100, maybe.
No, and that's the thing. Top 100, maybe. But when you look at some of the omissions, and then you factor in, like, okay, if you really have to have some of these, but you're going to take away some because of who's omitted, I think Strikeforce could fall into one that you could bump into the bottom, like 51 to 100, and it wouldn't make much of a difference.
I mean, they do have one WWE Tag Team title reign, but I think even then, I think 51 through 100, I think you're being pretty generous.
Yeah.
That's just me personally. That was one of the ones I have a problem with, you know. Number 45 is the Head Shrinkers.
This one was kind of a head scratcher for me.
What? Really?
Yeah, because I just...
Fatu and Samu are, I believe, 3-time. I think. 2 or 3-time again, I'm not for sure, but 2 or 3-time WWE Tag Team Champions. Yeah, I'm confused on why they're head scratchers. Again, I mean, they were tag team champions, and again, in a time where like WWE was not doing so well. I mean, they were in a time where like you had tag teams like the fucking Blue Brothers, Jacob and Eli Blue, fucking Well Done, Timothy Well and Steve Dunn, and shit like that. You know, they didn't. So
I guess I'll be honest. I just don't know a lot about the Head Shrinkers as a gimmick to really like validate any sort of real response to them being on there. But again, like I don't see Rhythm and Blues or the Dream Team or teams like that. But yet here's the Head Shrinkers.
Well, Rhythm and Blues never did anything.
Yeah, but neither did the damn Bushwhackers.
We've already passed the Bushwhackers.
Yeah, but we're still pissed.
Fair enough.
I didn't get my face licked.
Did you want your face? Is that why you're mad? Because you went to WWE shows and you never
No. I just thought it would be a fun
joke. Coming in at number 44 is Kane and X-Pac.
This was a why. Like, why?
Yeah, I can agree with that.
That one, I think, I mean, the story behind that team was more interesting than their tag team title reigns.
And the split.
Oh, yeah, about that.
Yeah.
Like, I think the most memorable thing from that tag team was them winning the titles the first time and Kane with the voice box, suck it. That was it. I mean...
Yeah, it's not like they tagged for, like, fucking years or anything. Like, they didn't really last that long.
I just, this is one of the, I didn't write this one down, but once I was looking at it, I was like, oh shit, I do have a problem with this one.
I would have preferred it to be Kane and the Big Show. If it needed to be Kane and somebody in that spot, I would have preferred it to be Kane and the Big Show.
Yeah, I would have taken Kane and Big Show here.
Yeah, because Kane and X-Pac, I mean, good story, but greatest tag team of all time.
If we're basing it on story, then the damn Mexicools should be on this list.
Coming in at number 43, half of Evolution, I should say. Batista and Ric Flair.
It does just say Evolution on this list. It is actually Batista and Ric Flair?
Yeah, it's Batista and Ric Flair.
Okay.
That's bullshit.
I mean, either way, it wouldn't have really made sense.
Makes absolutely no sense. That spot should have been Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch. Batista and Ric Flair can be at like number 79 if you really have to have them on there.
Okay, that's a very specific number. Did you write like a fucking top 100 or something we don't know about?
No.
Oh, because you were just like, well, Batista and Ric Flair, that should be number 79. There was like no thought, no pause. You weren't like, Batista and Ric Flair, they should be number, 79.
That's
the
number that just came 79. Out. That's the number that came out. Like, damn.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I wrote down Batista and Ric Flair, too, as a problem here. I don't think they should be anywhere near this list because I think they had 2 reigns.
They had 1.
Did they
And
have
they
one? I
lost to
thought
the
they had two.
Dudleys. I'm pretty
Yeah, I know they
sure
beat the
they had
Dudleys.
one. They lost to the Dudleys, and then the Dudleys lost to Booker T and Van Dam. And then Booker T and Van Dam lost it back to the Dudleys, and then the Dudleys lost it to... No, the Dudleys moved to SmackDown, and Booker T and Van Dam lost it to La Resistance. Baby?
Probably.
Yeah, something like that. It was a weird time.
Yeah, it was a weird time. The Gemini and the Heartthrobs and all that shit.
Oh God, the Heartthrobs.
And if it ain't white, it ain't right. Oh, Kerwin White. Yikes.
If it isn't white, it isn't right.
It ain't white. It ain't right. Coming in at number 42, Eminem, Mercury, Nitro, and Melina. Well,
I'm surprised they actually made the list. I was like, I saw them. I was like, wait, they made the list?
Well, I mean, three WWE Tag Team title reigns. They won the titles on their first night. Plus, I believe they defeated Los Guerreros. I forgot who they defeated. The two other.
No, it was Guerrero and Mysterio.
Oh, was it Guerrero and Mysterio? I thought it was Los Guerreros.
Yeah.
Oh. It was Guerrero and Mysterio, and then it was Heidenreich and Animal, and I can't remember the other one.
Wasn't it a Fatal 4-Way they won the third one in?
No.
Oh, okay.
London and Kendrick retained in the Fatal 4-Way.
No,
Batista and Rey Mysterio. It was Batista and Rey Mysterio. They won the third one from.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Any problem with Eminem on here?
Top 25, in my opinion.
Really?
Yeah, I really liked Eminem.
Oh, so you do have a problem with this one?
Yeah, it's not really a problem. You guys were going on about it like this list was the end of the fucking world, and I was like,
Team Hell No. Team Hell
real...
No should be switched with Eminem if we're going to talk like that. But Team Hell No shouldn't even be on.
Get to Team Hell No.
Team Hell No should not be on there.
Jumping ahead a little bit.
Yeah, coming in at number 41, Brian Knobbs and Jerry Sags, the Nasty Boys. They should be number 2.
I am not a Nasty Boys fan. Never have been. Yeah, I can't. I don't know why. I just can't.
So for anybody out there listening, we are looking for a new member of the podcast. So if you would like to apply, leave your application in the comments down below. But I mean, they did only have one WWE Tag Team title reign, I believe. They did have multiple others in other companies, but if we're just using their WWE as the ruler, I guess 41, I believe, is acceptable.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. Coming in at number 40, I have a problem, and that is Rated RKO.
They shouldn't even be here.
No.
See, I disagree. I like the Rated RKO. Yeah, man.
Oh my God!
They got great heat, and they worked well as a tag team. They really did.
Yes, but they were barely a tag team. They were barely together for very long. They had one tag team title reign. Half the time, commentary couldn't decide if it was Rated RKO or Team Rated RKO. It was just falling apart from the seams at the beginning.
Disagree.
It could have been golden and ended up being shit. If you wanted to put a Randy Orton stable or team in here, it should have been Legacy.
Well, not as him. Like, here's the thing. We're talking tag teams. Randy Orton didn't really tag with Cody Rhodes or Ted DiBiase very often.
And how many times did Xavier Woods officially hold the WWE Tag Team Championship and it wasn't Kofi Kingston and Big E?
That's different. They were working under the Freebird rule. But
that
is different. That is different.
No, but the Freebirds
never worked under the Freebirds.
The Freebirds aren't even on this list, so technically the damn Freebird rule shouldn't even apply.
No, that's not how it works. The Freebirds didn't fucking wrestle for WWE. They never won the fucking tag team titles.
Doesn't matter.
That's the thing.
Neither did the damn Bushwhackers. Rated RKO barely did, let's be honest.
All right, number 39.
All right, number 39, Paul London, Brian Kendrick, I believe just a one-time WWE Tag Team Champion, but they did hold them for over a year and had multiple successful defenses.
They won the World Tag Team titles too, didn't they? I thought they won both.
They did.
Yeah.
Did they?
Yeah, because they moved them to Raw and they won the World Tag Team titles. I don't remember who they beat. But...
No, they didn't.
Caden Murdoch.
I'm pretty sure. Was it Caden Murdoch? That makes sense.
No, I'm gonna rock a wiki on this one.
Yeah, because Caden Murdoch beat the Hardy Boys, and then London and Kendrick beat Caden Murdoch after they were drafted in the supplemental draft that year. And that was just before Lance Cade became the protege of Chris Jericho.
WWE Tag Team Champions and World Tag Team Champions.
No, I'm looking this up. I think that's wrong.
It's just before Lance Cade was protege to Chris Jericho.
Let's see. Championships and accomplishments. I'm looking at Paul London, just so we're clear.
I mean, you could just look at both of them. There's a Paul London wiki.
World Tag Team Championship 1 time with Brian Kendrick, and WWE Tag Team Championship 2 time with... Oh, son of a bitch.
Told you.
Shut up. All right.
And 1 time with Billy Kidman.
Yeah, I saw the Billy Kidman. I was like, aha, gotcha. Then it said 1 time with Brian Kendrick. I was like, son of a bitch. All right, but I think 39's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
I think there's some teams ahead of them that should be behind them, but
like
number 38, DIY.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a problem with DIY. I mean, not so much that they were on the list, just the fact that they are at 38.
Well, if we're
counting Kendrick.
If we're counting just WWE as a brand and not NXT, then DIY shouldn't even be nowhere on the list, like 100, 1,000, nothing, because
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right. Yeah,
it's all one thing though. It
and
really is.
I mean, yes, DIY had some great matches. I'll admit, man, like fucking. I can go back and watch the 3-way elimination tag team match and just fucking blow a load without even touching myself because it's such a great match. But greatest tag teams of all time. That's the key word we're looking at here. Greatest tag team of all time.
DIY is not even in the conversation yet. Damn it, WWE. Like Dave Meltzer threw this shit together. Eric Rhodes.
Oh, Dave Meltzer threw this together. Fucking Young Bucks would have been number 1.
Oh, you stupid young fucks.
Kenny Omega would have been number 1, actually.
Number 1 greatest WWE tag team of all time, Kenny Omega.
Kenny Omega.
Coming in at number 37 is the world's greatest tag team, aka Charlie Haas and Shelton Benjamin.
Top 25.
Nah,
maybe even top 10. Oh fuck yeah, man.
No.
Top 10?
Tag team.
I'll give you top 25.
No way in hell. Maybe top 25, but no way.
I'll give you top 25, but not top 10.
Oh man.
Their first run as world's greatest tag team, yeah, I could give you top 25, but like that second run, there's no way.
And they were also Team Angle before anything, so like.
Well, I mean, still.
Yeah.
Like I have no qualms with them being on the top 50 somewhere. 37, I'm not mad, but I'm not disappointed. I'm not mad.
I'm not mad yet.
Yeah. Coming in at number 36 is Money Inc., aka IRS, Irvin R. Shyster, and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
What did they do again, accolades-wise?
I believe they are. Yeah, I believe they're.
Oh, they did?
Two-time.
Okay.
Yeah, I believe they're two-time WWE tag team.
Well then, I don't really have an issue then.
Yeah, they were a pretty good tag team. You know, this is when Ted DiBiase's. This is when Ted DiBiase's career was like winding down, so it made sense from the team with IRS, and they had a pretty good run as a tag team.
Maybe a smidge closer to 50, like I think top 40, maybe.
They're in the top 40.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm saying, like I don't know, 39, 38. Like I don't know about 36, but I mean that's pulling hairs. I think at that point.
Well, you're entitled to your wrong opinion. 35. 35, Jericho,
Shouldn't
No
even be on
bueno.
here.
Nope.
Shouldn't even be on here.
What'd you say, Shelby?
No bueno.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I agree. It shouldn't be on here. Simple as that. Wow, we agree. Okay. Number 34, natural disasters, aka earthquake and typhoon.
I don't have any issue there.
You did at first, though.
At first, yes, but then I got to more of an understanding, and I became more okay with it. I didn't have as many qualms about it as I thought when I got down to more of the list, so that's where I'm like, you know what, that's all right.
Shelby?
A little closer to 50, but not bad.
What?
Yeah.
You're starting to piss me off more than this list. All right. Coming in at number 33, the Street Profits, a.k.a. Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins, should not be nowhere on this list.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, why?
Because they sell a lot of money.
They had an NXT tag team title reign, which whatever. I'm not even counting that accolade.
They shouldn't have won them.
DIY and a tag team coming up here. Excuse me. They had a Raw tag team title reign. They had a SmackDown tag team title reign, but they had a lengthy Raw tag team title reign and a somewhat lengthy SmackDown tag team title reign. But greatest, again, this list is called the greatest tag teams of all time, and they've been on the scene for what, 4 years?
If that?
Yeah, probably about that.
And you're gonna sit here and tell me that they're one of the greatest of all time. You're gonna sit here and tell me you're gonna sit here and tell me they're better than Crowbar and David Flair?
And number 32.
Number 32, Jack and Gerald Briscoe. I have a problem.
What's your problem?
Well, they never won anything in WWE.
That's true.
Yeah, okay, I'll give you that.
I mean, yeah, they are like pioneers of wrestling.
One of the greatest tag teams ever in all of wrestling.
Okay, this is a team that I have nothing against their ability. They're not shit wrestlers or anything. They're not my style of wrestlers. You know, I respect what they've done and everything. But when it comes to the greatest tag team, WWE tag teams, did they even wrestle in WWE?
Yeah, they did.
Okay. So
it was like 84, I think. 84 and 85.
But they have no WWE accolades to their name.
No.
So I guess if they wrestled in the WWE, fine. We can make an argument for the top 100. But 32?
Okay, yeah, I agree with that. Because we're talking WWE's greatest tag teams, not wrestling's greatest tag teams.
Yeah, because I think
wrestling's greatest tag teams, this list becomes a hell of a lot different.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for sure.
All right. Coming in at number 31, believe it or not, I have a problem with this one. And that is Luke Harper and Eric Rowan. Wyatt family or Bludgeon Brothers, whatever you want to call them.
They had one tag team title reign, and the only reason they're as high as they are, and I'm sorry I say this, is because Brody Lee died.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but that is the only reason.
They had one tag team title reign, like Nick said, a SmackDown tag team title reign, and it lasted till what, after SummerSlam, right?
Maybe.
Yeah. And while they were a great team together. You know, they were a great team together, but greatest tag team of all time. Yeah.
No way in hell. The Dark Order, any combination of the Dark Order is better than Harper and Rowan.
Okay, hey now. Well, let's slowly roll there.
You mean the Trustful Buddies?
Okay, maybe. I'll take that back.
Whoa.
I'll take that back. But
take your happy pills there, buddy. Shit.
I'll take that back. But I'm saying
they're a good team and everything. But yeah, I think WWE only threw them on here because they're just like, yeah, you know, we kind of did treat Luke Harper bad. You know, let's kind of throw him on here and make him feel better, you know. All right. Nick, I mean, Shelby, any problems with Harper, Rowan?
A little closer to 50.
So everybody should just be closer to 50 to you. Look, they all can't be closer to 50.
That's not true. I said the world's greatest tag team should be top 25. I also said, who else was it? Eminem is top 25. I also said Kane and X-Pac shouldn't have been on the list. I also said Strikeforce shouldn't have been on the list. I also said I don't like the Nasty Boys and don't think they should be on the list just because I don't like them. Jericho shouldn't be on the list. I didn't say that everybody should go to the top 50.
Remember, we're taking applications for a new third member of the three-way dance. Just leave your application in the comments.
If you don't want to make any money, then you can apply for my job.
Okay. We're not making any money now. Coming at number 30, British Bulldog and Owen Hart.
I'm
impartial to this one.
I think it's okay.
I don't.
Like I'm not like Nick or Shelby likes to say, I'm not offended by it, but
yeah, no, that's where I'm at. I'm like, I'm not offended. I'm not really. I'm just kind of comfortable, complacent with it.
It's just like I'm not offended by it, but I also think that there could be some better choices.
Yeah.
You know. All right. I think that's fair enough. Coming in at number 29, The Miz and Morrison.
I would almost rather see Eminem in this spot.
I have no qualms with Miz and Morrison here. I mean, multiple-time tag team champions.
That's why I say almost rather, because I can see why they put them there. I would have anticipated they put them higher, to be honest. But I also am like...
Oh, sorry, I was looking at the list, and I didn't realize this one tag team was listed there until just now, and I got to write them down. Because I have a problem with them now. Okay. But yeah, Miz and Morrison, I can see why they put them there, because they're currently on TV. That's why. Mm-hmm. If they currently weren't on TV, it'd be like, yeah, 48. Yeah.
Well, if Morrison didn't come back, especially, right?
Probably.
Well, let's face it.
Coming in at number 28, The Bar, aka Sheamus and Cesaro. I have a problem.
Too high.
Yeah.
I mean, fuck, the Street Profits were fucking 33.
Yeah.
You know? Big problem. I mean, they were a great team. I mean, it was something for them to do in a time where they were both fucking floundering.
Yeah, and they worked well together, too.
Yeah, but...
And the Bar was great when they started doing the Bar stuff. It got a little old.
But not 28 of all time. No way.
Especially considering some of the tag teams that we haven't gone over yet, that we'll get to.
Yeah.
You know? Coming in at number 27, Team Hell No. And what I got to say about
be on this list.
And what I got to say about that is, oh, hell no.
When I saw this list, I realized Team Hell No is the reason why I stopped watching wrestling for a while.
Really? Why?
I fucking hated the whole hell no that they kept doing back and forth. It's so cheesy and like bullshit, and yeah, it just.
See, when we got to vote on their team name, I voted for Team Friendship.
I did too.
Yeah.
You got to vote on that?
Yeah, remember when Raw would sometimes every now and then like hashtag this right now and vote on like this type of match or this right here. Like they voted for that. It was Team Hell No, Team Friendship, and some other fucking option. You know?
Yeah.
And I wanted Team Friendship because it just sounded fucking ridiculous. Can you imagine if, like, right now we'd be reading number 27, Team Friendship? It's one of the greatest tag teams of all time, and it was Kane and Daniel Bryan. I think we'd be telling a different story right now if it was like number 27, Team Friendship. Love it.
Maybe I wouldn't have stopped watching.
Exactly. Maybe that'd be the different story, you know? Maybe that was the epicenter of everything. Maybe like me and Ricky would be like best friends, if they were team friendship. Maybe like me and Alex would still be talking to each other if they were team friendship. Maybe
HWL would still be a thing.
Exactly. Maybe like fucking like maybe that all of it lied on it being team friendship and not team hell no.
Mandela affected everything.
I guess we'll just never know.
The world may never know. Coming in at number 26 is Nikolai Volkov and the Iron Sheik. Too high?
Yeah, too high. Like, I just felt like they put them that high because they're legends, and Sheik would have freaked out if he was any lower. Like,
I don't think they care what Sheik thinks.
What do you mean? I'm number 47, greatest tag team all time. I'm better. I'm one of the best wrestlers all time. I should be number 1 on greatest tag team all time. Legion of Doom, Iron Sheik, number 1. I don't know.
Where's my crack pipe?
I was taking a drink when you did that. I'd break Hawk's leg and make him do more drugs. Okay.
You dead because of me. Oh,
yeah, I think they only have like 1 tag team title reign together.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure. I mean, they got a lot of fucking heat. Like, holy shit, people hated them. Absolutely.
Well, I mean, when you're an Iranian and a Russian that hates America, I mean, like,
yeah.
You're gonna get heat.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the singing of the Soviet national anthem.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know how it goes.
I'd be surprised if you did.
Wouldn't that be fucked up if I just busted out the Russian national anthem right now? It's gonna be like, what the fuck?
Sympathizer, we hear the FBI coming into his house as he's doing it. They're just like, oh, Mr. Cooper, we're with the Federal Bureau of Investigation. We have some questions for you.
Not me a Putin, I'll answer his questions. I'm like, what the fuck?
Hot too.
All right, we are at the halfway point here, and number 25 is Los Guerreros, Eddie Guerrero and Chavo Guerrero.
I have no issue.
Yeah.
I mean, they were part of the SmackDown 6. They were one of the, I believe, the 3rd team to hold the newly christened WWE Tag Team titles at the time.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
All right. Coming in at number 4, I did not know they were on the list till later. They actually made my why the fuck are they not on this list.
Yeah, me too.
But then I noticed they were on here. But the APA, the Acolyte Protection Agency of Bradshaw and Farouk.
No issue. I thought they weren't on there. I think that's about right.
Yeah, about right. I believe 3-time tag team champions, maybe 4.
Damn.
4-time? Yeah. Really?
I think. At least 3. I know that for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Coming in at number 23, the Blackjacks. Blackjack Bradshaw and Blackjack Wyndham.
Blackjack Lanza and Mulligan.
Oh, those Blackjacks.
Yeah.
Not the new Blackjacks.
No.
Well, now
the good Blackjacks.
Now he's pissed.
That's what I said. That's what I said. The Blackjack Mulligan or Blackjack Wyndham and Blackjack Bradshaw.
No. You're wrong. You're wrong. And
about right for the Blackjacks.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe even a little bit closer to 1, but not much. Because they were a huge tag team at a time that like tag teams weren't really that big of a thing. I mean,
they were a big tag team with like Habua Samoa, like the first generation.
Yeah, like they were like part of the seniors WWF, right? When tag teams weren't really a thing in that territory. So
I don't really know. In all seriousness, I don't really know a lot about the original Blackjacks to really judge them. So this one's on you, Shelby.
Yeah, I haven't seen a whole lot of their stuff. I have been watching a lot of not lately, but I was watching a lot of the older stuff from the 70s and WWF. But yeah, I think where they are right now, I believe they're 3-time tag team champions in the WWF. I'm not sure I don't think they really worked anywhere else a whole lot, but Yeah, they were good.
Okay. Coming in at number 22, The Shield, aka Dean Ambrose, Roman Reigns, and Seth Rollins.
Shouldn't be this high.
Yeah, and like, here's the thing. They didn't work under the Freebird rule as far as I know. Was it not just Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins?
It was Reigns and Rollins, and then it was Rollins and Ambrose, and then it was Rollins and Jason Jordan pretending to be Ambrose, and then
when it was Ambrose and Rollins, that wasn't the Shield. That was just Ambrose and Rollins.
Yeah.
They weren't really officially rejoined. Like, this should just be Reigns and Rollins, and I mean, yeah, I agree. Like, they shouldn't be anywhere near this side of the list. I mean, the only reason they did is because Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, I guess. But
more so Reigns though, because he came back from leukemia, and we have to celebrate him.
Yeah.
Could you make an argument for top 100 though?
Yeah, I think
absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. Absolutely. But
because I have a tag 22. Team. I have a tag team on my not on the list that had a match with the Shield that I think should be on this list. That the way that sentence is in my head is really confusing, but whatever. Okay, I have a major problem with the next one, and that is number 21, Shawn Michaels and Triple H. Like, why?
No,
because it's Shawn Michaels and Triple H. That's why.
I don't care.
I don't give a shit if it's a turkey sandwich and a ham sandwich. I don't give a fuck. They won one fucking unified tag team title together.
Yeah.
And then they lost at the Rated RKO, I believe, when Triple H fucking tore his quad again.
Yeah.
Like,
like
that doesn't consummate them being one of the greatest tag teams.
No, it doesn't. Not in our eyes.
No.
But it does in theirs.
No.
Because it's Shawn Michaels and Triple H.
It does in Hunter and Sean's eyes.
Well,
and maybe Kevin Nash.
Hunter and Sean had no input on this list.
Come on. Are you kidding me?
No, they just gave
Somebody was trying to keep their job.
They gave it to some fucking writer up in the goddamn top of Titan Towers and was like, make up this list from, 50 greatest tag teams of all time. Here's your list of tag teams. Here's the tag teams we don't want you to include. And here are the ones that we think are really good. Put this list together and have this list on my desk by 4 o'clock Friday afternoon, or you're fired. That's how this list went down. Vince McMahon had nothing to do with it.
Right.
Triple H had nothing to do with it. Shawn Michaels
sounds
had
like
nothing
Vince
to do
McMahon
with it.
had something to do with it with that fucking imitation there.
Yeah, I was gonna say it sounds like Vince did. You sound like Vince over here.
I like to believe that everybody in that office sounds like
Shawn
Vince after a
Michaels
while.
and Triple H. No, they should not be. Like, I mean, maybe put them in the top 100. But that's
not even the top 100.
That's a big maybe.
They had one tag team title reign together. They shouldn't even be in the fucking list.
They were brought back together just so that they could have fun. That's all it was.
Yeah.
And I will say that at that time, I did enjoy them. But I agree. They shouldn't be on this list.
And I have even bigger problems with people coming up here. Coming in at number 20, the
greatest tag team in wrestling history.
I like the Undisputed Era, but they do not belong on this list.
Yeah, no.
I think they still belong on this list.
No.
And that's probably just the fanboy in me, but that's what I'm gonna go with because I do like them.
Then why? Then okay, they're on. Okay, here's another spoiler for somebody who's on my why aren't they on this list? And that is, if Undisputed Era is on this list, then why isn't the Ascension?
Why isn't the
don't
Revival?
Work there anymore.
Why isn't American Alpha?
Anymore.
Okay, but neither do.
Jericho.
Okay, yeah, neither does Professor Tao Tanaka and Mr. Fuji.
They didn't go to
John
AEW
Moxley.
though.
Or John Moxley.
Ascension didn't go to AEW.
No, that's true. DIY. The Revival did. And
that
they didn't.
The Ascension in NXT, not main roster, but the Ascension in NXT was one of the most dominant fucking tag teams in NXT.
And then
there wouldn't be a tag
SmackDown
team
and got
division
fucking
in
destroyed.
NXT without the Ascension.
And then they went to SmackDown and Raw and they got fucking destroyed. Just
And
like
that's
fucking
because
Job.
of Vince.
But Undisputed Era have not been to Raw or shut the fuck up. Undisputed Era have not been to Raw or SmackDown, yet they've made the list.
Thus, they haven't been tainted.
Thus, they should not be on the list. Same as DIY. If we're going in that criteria, the revival.
No, fuck you. We're not moving on until we're done yet.
Okay.
I don't like the fact that Undisputed Era and Street Profits. Yeah, I'll throw Street Profits in there and DIY. That those three teams are on in the top 50 when you have omitted the Ascension, you have omitted the Revival, you have omitted American Alpha.
Well, to be fair, if we're including NXT as an accolade in here, I don't think American Alpha should count. I have American Alpha on my list, but I don't think their NXT run should count as an accolade.
Well, okay, but still, like, I mean, you get what I'm trying to say, though.
Yeah.
Like, there are many NXT teams I would put before Undisputed Era. That's just because they're in the company and they don't want Adam Cole to go join his wife in AEW.
I'm just saying that if they're going to include Undisputed Era in the list of greatest WWE tag teams of all time, the Ascension should have been somewhere on here because before the Undisputed Era dominated, the Ascension dominated before them. Yeah. Yes, their main roster run may have been a flop, but before that, they were dominant in fucking NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, have anything else to add, fat boy?
Are we moving on now, or are we just going to keep going on about this?
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
yeah.
an amazing fucking
number 19.
Right now, huh?
Number 19. Number 19.
Number 19, the Soul Patrol, Rocky Johnson and Tony Atlas, the first ever African-American tag team champions.
Mm-hmm.
Too high.
Yeah.
Too high.
Yeah.
They only put them up there for that reason, the first ever African-American tag team champions. Again, I don't know much about this tag team. That's the only factor that I do know about them.
Mm-hmm.
So with that in mind, I would rank them lower. I would have to see more of their work. What about you, Shubsy? Real good vibe in here right now. Like, Daddy just hit Mommy at the dinner table. We're all deciding whether or not we should still eat right now.
If we should still eat our hamburger helper, or if we should just casually stroll to the living room.
All right, yeah.
Turn on Superstars. And play with our Alf doll and just,
Number 18.
Oh, okay. All right. Professor Trial Tanaka and Mr. Fuji. Again, I don't know much about this tag team, but I know more about them as single stars. Well, I actually know more about Tanaka as an actor than I do as a fucking wrestler.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You want to talk about Tanaka and fucking The Running Man? Let's talk. You know, or in Three Ninjas. Let's talk. You know.
Talk.
What about you, Shelby?
I don't know a whole lot about them either, so.
Nick?
I don't know a lot about them, so I don't think it's appropriate of me to gauge a response based on that. I mean, I think I've seen their name on the tag title list, so...
Yeah.
They're the first tag team champions, actually, I think. Aren't they?
The Wild Samoans were the first.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty certain.
Let's rock a wiki on it.
Then if they weren't the first, then they were the second, I think. But they were a part of that really early kind of tag team.
First champions were Luke Graham and Tarzan Tyler. So
we were both wrong.
Damn.
Okay, so we don't know much about them, so we'll move on. All right, coming in at number 17, Rick and Scott, the Steiner brothers.
Did they do that much in the WWF?
They didn't.
Yeah.
They have one tag team title reign, I believe.
Yeah, because they weren't there for long. They basically left WCW just because they were pissed about their contracts, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they came over in 93 and 94, and they were out of it. I believe Royal Rumble 94 was like their last match, and then they were out of there.
Yeah.
Because they were not around by WrestleMania 10.
Yeah.
So definitely they should be ranked lower.
Yeah.
All right. Coming in at number 16, the Rock and Sock Connection.
Too high.
2-time WWE Tag Team Champions?
Believe so.
I don't know. I'm going to say about right on this one because they have the tag title range to back it up. They have the story to back it up. They have the fan connection to back it up.
Chemistry.
That's what I think I was going for that.
Yeah.
So yeah, 16, not too high, not too low.
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe okay, yeah. I'll give that.
Number 15, the Wild Samoans, Afa and Sika.
Senior Baboa Samoa. So I mean, yeah, I'm good with that.
Ayua Samoa! Ayua
Baboa
Samoa!
Samoa.
Ow, that hurt.
Ow, my back.
Ow, my back! Ow, my back! Okay. Again, this is another team that's probably more in Shelby's wheelhouse than it is mine.
Yeah, I haven't seen much of the Wild Samoans either, to be honest with you.
Okay. Coming in at number 14, the Rockers, Marty Jannetty and Shawn Michaels should not be in the top 50.
Well, by WWE logic, it sounds about right, but by those that actually pay attention and know, they shouldn't be in the top 50. They barely did anything. They're more noteworthy for the fights they got in outside of the ring and Marty's shenanigans, that poor bastard. I mean, they probably shouldn't be there, yeah.
In technicality, they never had a WWE Tag Team title reign. They technically had one, but it's not recognized. But yeah, they were popular, but 14? No, fuck no. They shouldn't even be on the top 50. This is Shawn Michaels being fucking Vince McMahon's butt boy again.
Yeah.
Shelby?
I don't really want to give you my opinion, so let's move on.
No, I want to hear
Number 13. No,
no,
thank you.
I want to hear it.
Nope. Not touching
your opinion
Not
on the
touching it. We're moving to number 13.
We're not
touching it.
moving on until I hear your opinion.
I mean, I could just sit here and be quiet.
What's the opinion on the Rockers? Come on.
I don't have too much of a problem with it.
Yeah, you do.
All right, moving on to 13.
What's your opinion on the Rockers?
I said I don't have too much of a problem with it.
Get that sounder ready.
All right. Number 13. Oh, God, I've been waiting for this one. The Mega Powers.
Why?
Macho Man and Hulk Hogan.
They shouldn't be on here.
Oh, God. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No. Dear God, no. Like, why? Like,
yeah.
They teamed up twice. Once at SummerSlam, once on a Saturday Night's Main Event.
Yeah.
Like.
And then they exploded.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You could have put fucking Sandow and fucking Curtis Axel here more than fucking Hogan and Savage.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, top 50. You've got to be shitting me, man.
Mm-hmm.
HH brother.
HH brother.
Oh.
Shelby?
No, I agree.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Now, this has been Shelby's wheelhouse. The Valiant Brothers at number 12.
So I've seen a lot of Jimmy Valiant. I have not seen much of is Johnny Valiant? Yeah, Johnny Valiant. I've seen him as a manager. I haven't seen much of a tag team, but I tried to go through and actually watch the videos on these guys. They looked like a killer tag team, and I love me some Jimmy Valiant. So, I mean, without knowing a whole lot about them, otherwise, I'm okay with this, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm okay with where they're at without knowing a lot.
Yeah.
I don't know shit. So okay. Oh, I have a problem with this one.
Yeah,
Number 11 is single-handedly the greatest WWE tag team of all time. That is Axe and Smash, no Crush, but Axe and Smash, Demolition. And boy,
yeah, this is bullshit.
This is bullshit. The only reason they made the list is because they know fuckers like us would have said something if they didn't make the list. And the only reason that they made it to number 11 is because of the fucking lawsuit that Axe and Smash have against WWE. But in all technicality, if WWE really had a fucking brain, or if they would have gave that list to the intern that Shelby said that got the list, you know, if that guy really did his homework, you know, he would have put him at number 1.
Yeah.
You know, but since, you know, probably Vince McMahon is just like, if you don't do this list right, I'm gonna fuck you in the ass and you're fired. You know, whatever. I assume that.
I guarantee you, whoever wrote this list has no idea who Demolition is. Guaranteed, because they don't hire wrestling people. I mean, you saw that story last week.
Here comes the Axe, and here comes the Smasher.
No, they have no. They think that's a metal song, just a metal song. Like, they don't know anything.
I mean, technically, it is a metal.
Well, yeah, but just a metal song.
But this, in my opinion, should be, because they're like my favorite fucking tag team of all time. They're fantastic. They had at one time the longest WWE tag team title reign of all time for what, almost 30 years.
When it counted.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
You know, before New Day broke it.
They had that record when it still counted to have that record.
Yeah.
Yeah, New Day broke it, but I don't think
when you have
the tag team division had been so diluted.
Yeah.
And you have so many tag team titles and so many random thrown together teams, it diminishes the legacy of something. So, Demolition should have been number 1. They set the standard for tag teams for 30 years. Damn. Some intern didn't want to get fucked in the ass by Vince. No lip chap.
Coming in at number 10, the top 10 now, the British Bulldogs, Davey Boy Smith and Dynamite Kid.
I don't have an issue with where they're
a little high, I think.
Yeah, just a smidge high.
Yeah, just a smidge. Yeah.
Top 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe even top 20.
Take out the Rockers, move them out of the list because I don't think they should be on here, and put the Bulldogs there.
Okay.
Maybe no, you know what? Take out the Mega Powers. Put the Bulldogs there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Could agree with that.
Oh God. Number 9, the Brothers of Destruction, Kane and Undertaker, who only have one WWE Tag Team title reign together. And strangely, a WCW tag team title reign under the WWE umbrella.
Yeah.
No.
I don't think this should be here.
Nope.
Nothing against Kane and Taker, but it's only because they're Kane and Taker that they're on there.
No, it's because they're brothers.
No.
Just because one grew up in Knoxville and the other one grew up in Texas.
Joining us now is the 12-year-old version of Shelby who doesn't know what kayfabe is.
Galaxy Burst.
Just because one grew
I saw Brothers of Destruction at number 9, I was just like, you've got to be shitting me on this, right?
Yeah, I just don't buy it.
You can't get it. I was like, once I saw this at number 9, I was like, it can't get any worse, right? And it does.
No, make it stop.
No, stop it. Stop it. The list is already dead. Coming in at number 8, the New Age Outlaws, Road Dogg Billy James and badass Jesse Gunn.
Yeah.
I knew I fucked up at first. I was like, just roll with it.
Just roll with it, yeah.
Yeah, just roll with it, man. Badass Billy Gunn and Road Dogg Jesse James. There it is. About right.
Yeah.
I mean, they were.
Oh, you didn't know?
6-time WWE Tag Team Champions. No qualms.
Oh, you didn't know? You better call.
Oh, no, don't do that.
Your ass better call somebody.
There you go. That's better. All right, coming in at number 7 is Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
I have a big problem.
Really?
Too
I'm
high.
intrigued. Really?
Too high.
7-time, I believe 7-time or 6-time tag team champions.
When you have New Age Outlaws and Demolition below them, you have the Wild Samoans below them, you don't even have the Dream Team. I mean, shit, they just talked about them on WWE's Most Wanted Treasures. They did a whole episode on the Dream Team. And yet, they're not on this damn list.
The Usos, I really don't bother me because, again, they were a tag team that when they debuted, they went right to the jobber bin. No one cared. No one could have gave a shit. And then they were still trying. And then they eventually worked themselves out of that jobber bin, became the champs, and then reinvented themselves, started having fire fucking matches.
And promos.
I mean, in my opinion, I will say, do I think Demolition should be number 1? Agreed. But am I mad that they're number 7? No. I think for a team that started at the bottom of the barrel, because they came in with a House of Fire with Tamina and shit like that. But again, just they were mismanaged at first. But they fought their way all the way back up, became the top. They got stale, knew they got stale, reinvented themselves, and then started having fire fucking matches. I'm sorry, but I think like the Hell in a Cell tag team match I had with New Day is like one of the fucking best Hell in a Cell matches ever. And
yes, I just think it's a little too high yet for the Usos. That's my thing.
I think it's about right. I have no qualms with them being at number 7.
That's fair.
Shelby?
A little closer to 15, but not too bad.
Okay, your opinion's wrong too. All right. Coming in at number 6, Hawk and Animal, the Legion of Doom.
Don't get me wrong, probably one of the greatest tag teams ever. However, how much did they actually do in WWE? They won the tag team titles like twice?
Yes.
They were never there for that long.
True.
I think 6 is a little high. Top
that is true, because
they
probably are counting their other accolades in other companies when it shouldn't be.
And again, if that was a thing, then this would be, I mean, they might even be number 1, really.
But in fear of triggering you again, you are accounting just what Undisputed Era did in NXT.
Yeah, because that's still WWE.
Okay, fair
enough. But that's it. Well,
okay. Don't trigger him again. Coming at number 5, Bubba and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
Yeah, I'm good with.
Yeah.
Considering. Yeah. They could have really pissed me off and put them lower, so I'll give them that.
All right. Coming at number 4, Edge and Christian.
Yeah, I'm okay.
I mean, they won the first 2 TLC matches.
Okay. Coming in at number 3, the Hart Foundation. Jim the Anvil Neidhart and Bret the Hitman Hart.
I would have switched 3 and 2.
Yeah. Yeah,
Really?
probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Hart Foundation should be a little lower.
I can understand that too. Considering like TLC and bumping Edge and Christian and the Dudleys up, yeah.
That and considering some teams that we're gonna, well, I wouldn't say talk about. I'm just gonna run through them here, but yeah. And coming in at number 2, Matt and Jeff, the Hardy Boys.
Again, not too bad. I would probably switch them with the Hart Foundation, but
yeah, I would switch.
I can see why they put them at number 2.
But again, like, okay, if we think this is why some of the teams have been left off because they went to AEW, why weren't the Hardy Boys left off?
Jeff's still there.
Exactly.
But that's just Jeff.
Yeah, but he's the only one that they really care about. He is the Hardy Boy.
Jeff and his brother.
Yeah, Jeff and his brother.
It would have been kind of weird if that's special. They'd be like, coming in at number 2 at the greatest tag teams of all time, Jeff Hardy.
Jeff Hardy. Jeff
Hardy and his brother.
Jeff Hardy and his brother. You know, they kind of just pull like a Chris Benoit, you know, when they talk about WrestleMania 20, that great triple threat main event.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't say the name.
Too, because like if you listen to any interviews about the Hardy Boys, or not interviews, but like anybody who talks about them when they were coming up, everybody thought that Matt was going to be the star because Matt could talk and Matt could do this and Matt could do that. But Jeff ended up becoming the star just because of all the crazy stunts he used to do, realistically. And I mean, the climb the ladder, make yourself famous probably helped a lot too, right?
Climb the ladder, kid. JR had freaking out on commentary.
Yeah.
And number 1 on the top 50 greatest WWE tag teams of all time, they are the 11-time WWE Tag Team Champions, The New Day.
They should have been number 6. Demolition should have been number 1. The Hart Foundation at 2. The Hardy Boys, Edge and Christian. The Road Warriors, or the Legion of Doom. The New Day.
I mean, 11-time tag team champions under the Freebird rule. And again, they kind of had like a story similar to the Usos. They did the whole New Day thing where they were doing a gimmick where they were like church preachers or some shit. And it didn't really work. You know, they were trying to get over, and they were heels, and they ran with it. Mm-hmm. And it got to the point where like people were liking it, so they said, "Fuck it, we'll be faces." So they ran with that, got over as faces. Well, they got over as heels too, but then they got over as faces, and then they just started collecting tag titles like, you know, like they were nothing. But greatest tag team of all time. In WWE. No.
No.
You know?
Accolades.
I don't agree with it. I can understand why they put them at number 1. I could have been okay with them at number 2. If, you know, I could have even been okay with them at number 1 as long as, like, fucking Demolition made it to number 2. But, let's face it. Who sold more merchandise on this list than the fucking New Day?
The Legion of Doom?
In WWE? No.
Oh, dude. T-shirts, the foam spikes and shit. That shit was hot in the 90s, man.
They made cereal. They fucking sell all these goddamn fucking T-shirts, the trombones, all this shit. I'll bet you New Day is made. Plus, you gotta. I don't think so.
DX has sold more merchandise than them.
I don't think that's true either. Without having any like actual hard numbers, I would bet
DX still sells merchandise to this day.
Yeah, but I don't think they sell as much as
New Day. It's not as hot. New Day, it's not as hot. Bad Bunny was selling more than New Day. Think about it. New Day wasn't even in the top 5 at that time.
I still disagree. I know why they. I can understand.
Here's an interesting theory. Did WWE put New Day at number 1 not because of their accolades, but because of diversity?
Well, that's very good point too.
Are they number 1 because they're black?
Could be.
I think it's a little bit of both.
I'm not saying that. Yeah, no, it could be a little bit of both. I think that's accurate.
All right.
I think more or less they gave them the longest tag team reign because, all
the
those reasons.
With Demolition.
Yeah, and that, which
That's
is what made them number 1. But
all right, and that was our look at the top 50 greatest WWE tag teams of all time. And real quick, Nick has a list too, so we might match on some, we might not, but I'm gonna run through just a list of tag teams that I think should have been included somewhere on the list. So I'm gonna hit them real quick here. First one being the Un-Americans. Booker T and Goldust. This one's just a personal preference, but Rico and Charlie Haas. To complement the Shield, I put Goldust and Cody Rhodes because they had like one of the best tag team title matches ever. La Resistance. Cade and Murdoch. This one I believe was overlooked. The Body Donnas.
Yeah.
The Godwins. The Headbangers.
Yeah.
The Bashams. And they didn't even think to include this, but Sasha Banks and Bayley.
Yeah.
The Ascension that I made. Rhino and Heath Slater. Kairi Sane and Asuka. Nia Jax and Shayna Baszler. Edge and Rey Mysterio. Kurt Angle and Chris Benoit. Fuck you before you even think of anything. The Colognes. The Hart Dynasty. Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. They're in the Hall of Fame, and if the Bushwhackers are in, I think they should be on the list, but the Bella Twins. American Alpha. Kane and Big Show, because y'all mentioned that. Hurricane and Rosie, because fuck it, why not? Cody Rhodes and Ted DiBiase Jr. The Revival, and when we were arguing about the Undisputed Era, I wrote down the Viking Raiders.
My list was pretty much the same, except I add the Dream Team, I add the Bolsheviks, I also add Deuce and Domino. Yeah, I don't think there's any. Yeah, no, I don't think I can say really many more than that you didn't mention there, because Cade and Murdoch, La Resistance, the Bashams were like 3 big ones for me. Deuce and Domino as well. I just can't in the Dream Team. Book Dust.
You have an obsession with the Dream Team that I don't get.
When I first started watching, I had old tapes that there was a lot of Dream Team stuff. Just a lot of. If I was watching older wrestling, like when I first started watching in the mid-2000s, it had to do with a lot with Greg Valentine and or Brutus Beefcake. So, the Dream Team was just always one that stuck out for me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. And then judging by the way they talked on the Most Wanted Treasures episode, I figured they would have made this list, but I guess I'm wrong.
And Shelby, even though you think this list is 100% perfect, do you have any teams that you think should have been included?
Probably, but I can't think of any off the top of my head that you guys haven't already said.
Okay. All right, so that was our complete look at the top 50 greatest tag teams of all time. So now we are going to move on to our Wrestling Fact of the Week. This is where Nick presents us with a fact or a factoid or story that we may or may not know. We go into it blind. We have no idea what Nick picked. So, Nick, what's our Wrestling Fact of the Week?
Our Wrestling Fact of the Week this week. So, you guys remember the SmackDown Fist, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you guys know whose fist it was to kind of make the mold?
Triple H's.
No. So, a photo was taken of Paul White's right fist.
Ah, that was my second guess. Damn it.
And so it is the Big Show's right fist, of course, enlarged fit to scale, that represented the SmackDown fist. I wish they would bring that back. The virtual
I
one
was
didn't
thinking
count. That
Big
was
Show
bullshit.
first. I was thinking Big Show first when you asked that, but then I was just like, that seems too obvious. And I was like, seems like a Triple H thing, though.
Yep. It was Big Show.
Fuck, man. All right. And before we get to our questions here, we got to talk about one of our sponsors. I accidentally left out this sponsor last week, but it's kind of good because I haven't heard from this sponsor in a while. But I will go ahead and do them the pleasure of mentioning them again, and that is hardtofindtv.com and their sister site fanmadedvd.com. What that site is, you can head on over there and find thousands of your favorite TV shows that you may not have seen in a very long time, shows that are not on DVD, but they will slap them on DVD for a cheap price for you. So if you want to go over there and you want to get yourself some, I don't know, what's a show that's not readily available on DVD here?
Ally McBeal.
What is it?
Ally McBeal.
Alan Field?
Ally McBeal.
Alan McBeal. That's on DVD.
No, it's not. It's hard to find now.
Oh, okay.
It's out of print, dude.
Ally McBeal. If you don't want to pay an astronomical out of print price for Ally McBeal, you can go on over to hardtofindtv.com or the sister site fanmadedvd.com. Email them and say, hey, I'm looking for Ally McBeal, and they'll slap that on DVD or Blu-ray if you want to watch it in high def, and they'll put it on Blu-ray or DVD for you for a cheap price. And if that price is just not cheap enough for you, you can tell them that Artist from the three-way dance sent you. Use my checkout code Artist, and you can save 15% on that as well. So head on over to hardtofindtv.com or fanmadedvd.com. And as I like to say, if you go over there and you look through all the thousands of shows that they have and you can't find anything and you email them and they can't find it, what I like to say is, if they don't have it, you don't need it.
All that they even have.
Do what?
Sorry, go ahead.
What'd you say?
They even have the Knights of Prosperity.
Yeah, the Knights of Prosperity, yeah. So head on over to hardtofindtv.com where you can only use Amazon Pay. But if you don't have Amazon Pay and you want to use PayPal or credit card or stuff like that, head on over to fanmadedvd.com where you can use all the other forms of payment. All this and more at those websites. Just make sure Artist is the checkout code for 15%. All right, so let's get to our questions here. We have a few of them here. First one coming from Chili Riano, a delicious Mexican food. I think, because I don't eat it. But whose ass would you rather kiss for a front row seat at the next WrestleMania? Vince McMahon or Rikishi?
Do I have to?
Yeah.
I guess Vince.
Vince.
Rikishi, man.
Why Rikishi?
Because A, there's a lot more area. You don't have to be next to the hole. And B, he's not going to feel it. So if you get like far to the cheek and just give him a little, fucking he ain't going to feel that. Whereas Vince, he's going to be doing, look at my ass. I can do tricks, kid. Like, fuck, yeah, I don't want to do that.
Then you become part of the illustrious fucking Vince McMahon Kiss My Ass Club, though. Yeah.
Okay, well then y'all have fun with that.
And that's
yeah, we will.
Okay.
Feel like it tastes like.
We'll just all be sitting at ringside at WrestleMania with just sad faces on our look, just like I can't believe we did
this. Was not worth it.
Yeah.
Three-way dance wrestle podcast goes to WrestleMania. How did you guys get here? Yeah.
You don't want to know.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about it.
Listen to episode 17.
We're on 16.
Episode 16.
All right, these come from Andrew. If you could go back, speaking of ringside seats, if you could go back in time and sit ringside for any pay-per-view, what are you picking?
SummerSlam 2005.
WCW Slamboree 2000.
Ooh. Royal Rumble. Royal Rumble 99. I want to see Foley's kids' faces when he gets smacked in the head with a chair.
Oh my God.
Repeatedly. Jesus Christ, that would be a scene. Yeah, wow. I am.
That is horrible. Hey, kid, is that your dad getting bashed in the brain right now? Wow, that looks pretty bad.
Could you imagine just sitting in that audience and seeing that and everybody like going insane and you're just sitting there watching your dad like, Daddy, are you okay? Jesus Christ, man. Talk about like...
You know how weird it is like watching Beyond the Mat now and seeing little Noelle Foley like crying and everything and then like looking at pictures of her now and it's just like, wow, I feel really bad wanking one off of this.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to feel bad. It's an age now.
Yeah. It's still weird.
Yeah.
All right. Next one from Andrew. What realistic matchups would you like to see for SummerSlam this year? And any interest in the rumored Goldberg versus Lashley match?
God, no.
Oh.
God, no.
And I have no interest in Lashley versus Lesnar either.
No, I do. I have interest in Lashley Lesnar.
Well, that was a quick turnaround.
Sorry.
Yeah, I kind of do.
I for some reason I thought you said Lesnar and Goldberg, and I was like, no, God, no.
I have no interest in the rumored Cena versus Reigns. I have no interest.
I
As long as Reigns wins.
Yeah.
I could care less who wins. I just have no interest in the match. But what other realistic matchups would I like to see? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to say when there's...
Lacey Evans is not due back till January, so I mean, there goes anything with her.
Jimmy Uso's out.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's not really much we can say there.
Noelle Foley versus The Rock.
Edge versus Seth Rollins, I'm not sure will be as great as what people want it to be.
Is that one of the rumored matches?
Yep.
That one could be interesting.
It could be.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure it'll be what people want it to be.
Yeah.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. No, that's fair.
What about Sasha versus Bianca versus Bayley?
Take out Bianca and give them a half hour and I'm down. Yeah.
Would you rather wrestle Nyla Rose in a giant pool of Vaseline or wrestle Carmella in a giant pool of diarrhea dog shit?
Carmella.
Nick?
You know what? Nyla Rose.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Nyla Rose on this one.
I'm sorry, but it looks like Carmella, you can literally pick the crabs off with tongs. So I'm going with Nyla Rose.
That's fair.
Really? That's what you're worried about? Not the fucking diarrhea dog shit.
Absolutely.
Okay. I mean, for a trans woman, she's got some sweet titties, Nyla Rose. So I'm gonna go with that. All right, and the last ones here. Okay, last ones here come from our buddy Stug138, and he actually brought up one of my favorite TV shows, and that is just completed the Superstore TV series this weekend. Have any of you watched the show? If so, what's your favorite episode? Mine is the video game release episode. Either of you two watch Superstore?
I have yet to see it. I've heard it's fantastic.
Shelby?
No, never even heard of it till this moment.
You should be slapped.
I know.
I haven't even seen it.
Oh my God. Dude, I have like the hat. I have the vest.
What the hell is this show about?
It's about people who work in a Walmart-esque store. And it's like...
is it on Netflix?
It might be on Canadian Netflix.
I think it is on Canadian Netflix.
Okay, I think I saw like an advertisement for it or something.
Oh, dude, it's so good. It's like one of the best fucking shows ever. So fucking good. My favorite episode, Stug, would probably be... Oh, God, there's so many fucking good ones. The last episode is really good. And, oh, my God, dude, there's just... Dude, there's too many. There's too many good ones, man. I really can't pick a favorite episode. That's not even me being coy about it. I can't pick a favorite one. What song is your go-to for getting pumped?
Cotton Eye Joe.
Cotton Eye
Joe by Redneck?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's amazing. Oh, that's a great answer. Fuck. Go-to song for getting pumped. You know what? I'll go with Highway to Hell, AC/DC. It's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Get pumped. I mean, there's a lot of good. There's a lot of songs, but like "Dead by April" that'll get me fucking pumped. Like "Warrior" by Pumped. By Pumped. Oh my god, kill me. "Warrior" by Dead by April will get me pretty pumped. Believe it or not, though, lately I've been listening to "Keep Me Hanging On" by Kim Wilde. That's a good pump song. Yeah. But believe it or not, a long time ago when I used to have to ride the bus to work, back when I lived in Illinois, a song that would really get me pumped for the morning and shit like that. I don't know why, man. It has a good beat to it. Shit like that, man. Get me fucking like ready for the day and shit. And that was it's a song by Miley Cyrus called "Robot." That's the song, man. Shit. Let's get the day going, boy. Listen to "Robot" by Miley Cyrus, man. Let's get the day going. You know? What do y'all think about Jimmy Uso getting arrested again for DUI? We talked about that. Did you all hear about Terry Funk battling dementia?
Yeah, that's sad. I knew he was in poor health, but I didn't know he was starting to get dementia. He posted a video and I think they either played it on one of Cornette's podcasts or they talked about it on one of Cornette's podcasts like last year, where he was like asking people to stop like bugging him on. I can't remember.
I know what video you're talking about. It's video of him like, please stop sending me stuff to sign.
Yes, that's what it was.
Yeah,
it felt like it's just it is so sad that like he had to fucking beg people to stop sending him shit.
Yeah, but like one of the guys I watched for autographs signed by superstars, Rob Feinstein. He's actually very good friends with Terry Funk, and apparently a lot of the stuff that you're hearing online, like he does have dementia. That is true. But apparently like his deteriorating health and shit like that, that's all bullshit. Apparently he talked to him today. Apparently he's doing really good, but the dementia is true. And so, so
yeah,
he's doing pretty good, you know. What are all y'all's favorite breakfast food and drink?
Gotta go with coffee and eggs, sunny side up with a bit of toast.
That is the quickest fucking answer you've ever had for any of these fucking questions.
Because it's what I have for breakfast every morning.
Throw some bacon in there. That's
you don't need bacon. I mean, bacon's good. Don't get me wrong, but
no, you don't need it. It's not
would you
necessary.
Would you like some maple bacon, Nick?
Hey, stop.
Getting maple bacon.
Maple bacon with blueberries?
No.
Me? Shit. I'm not a real big breakfast person. Like, I'm not like, oh, shit, I woke up in the morning, let me get some breakfast. I'm more like just fucking cereal, if I do. And lately, I'm not like, I gotta eat my favorite cereal. Like, it's just like a flavor of the month. Like, right now, I've been really addicted to Raisin Nut Bran.
Yeah.
Raisin
Nut Bran. It's like $5 a fucking box, but like still, it's really good. I like it. Drink, I get shit. I pop open a soda. I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, 8:30 in the morning. Time for a Baja Blast. Yeah. Time for a Raise energy drink.
Well, you always got time for Raise energy drinks.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what's in your what's in your cup, Will? Is that a Coke or a Pepsi? I'm like, could be a Coke, could be a Pepsi. It's whoever wants to pay me. Tastes great,
could
though.
Be Galaxy Burst.
Stug Road. I just saw that Richard Donner passed away, famous movie director. What's your favorite Richard Donner movie?
Well, hang on here. I need to pull up the wiki because I can't put my finger on what.
Okay, the fact that neither of you have said the Goonies by now is disappointing.
Oh, well, definitely the Goonies. Hang on, though. Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh man, Lethal Weapon was good though. Superman the movie.
Somebody was in my live last night, and they're just like, I hope. They're like, it's sad Richard Donner died. I hope he didn't die by a lethal weapon. Wink, wink. And I was just like, I was like, you're just trying to be fucking. You're just trying to be funny. But that is sad. I hope he didn't die by a lethal weapon too.
Wow. I really like that conspiracy theory. Come on, the movie Conspiracy Theory, really?
Oh, he did that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
You only know that because you're looking it up.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, I was about to say, I didn't even know. I know the movie, but I didn't know Donner directed that one. Otherwise,
Superman the movie, Scrooged. Definitely the Goonies, though. I mean,
yeah.
Hey, you guys!
Hey, you guys!
And you even made money doing the Truffle Shuffle.
I did. Oh, you were there for that?
Oh, I saw it after.
Oh, yeah.
I was curious.
Made $100 doing that. Yeah.
I was curious at the technique, and I was like, there we are.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
But I don't have the figure for the Truffle Shuffle to work.
Yeah, I know, right? All right, and the last one here is, what movie are you looking forward to seeing this year? Or movies?
I don't even know what's coming up this year. Well, actually, no. I do know what movie I'm looking forward to seeing this year. Resident Evil.
Oh, the new one?
Yeah, they filmed it in Ontario.
Why really though? They already did like the 7-movie series, so like why?
Because those ones were trash compared to what they should have been, and I'm hoping this one's more in line with the game than the fucking other series.
Well, I guess that's taking. Did you play the games?
I've played a lot of them, not all of them.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah.
I didn't play the game. That's why I thought the movies were pretty badass, except for the third one, Extinction. The third one was just a typical fucking zombie movie. I was like, okay, zombie movie, fucking.
Was that the one where they landed the plane on the roof?
No, it's the one where they're in the desert.
Oh yeah.
It's just a typical zombie movie. Somebody gets bit, they hide it from the group, and shit. It's the same fucking shit.
Yeah.
But all the rest are pretty fucking badass. I like them.
There's a lot more story to Resident Evil than zombies, though.
Yeah.
There's a lot more to it.
That's why I figured. I was like, what do you mean they're trash? And I was like, he must have played the games.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
Actually, relatively recently, too. Like, I've only played them in the past couple years, but holy fuck, are they good.
Yeah. The only one that offhand that I can say that I want to see is Respect, the Aretha Franklin biopic with Jennifer Hudson. I want to see Summer of Soul too, like that doc that Questlove's done, but that's out already.
I was about to say, most of the ones I wanted to see have come out already, like Mortal Kombat came out. That was really good. I guess there's still 2 more movies left to come out in the series, so I guess I want to see the next 2 Fear Street movies that are coming out on Netflix, because the first one was really good. And in August, the new Suicide Squad movie's coming out, because I fucking love me some Harley Quinn. And again, to be clear, people, not Margot Robbie, just Harley Quinn. So I think those are the ones I'm really looking forward to. Because for those of you who are listening to this, if you haven't watched Fear Street 1994, go watch that shit. That shit was fucking insane. All right. So those were the questions for this week. So let's move on to our final thing, and that is the vintage pick of the week, which is usually a match, a segment, a promo. It could be anything, that we fucking choose here. So, Shelby, hit us with your 1980s, 70s, 60s vintage pick of the week there.
This is from '86. It is.
I knew it.
Double A Arn Anderson defending the NWA Television Championship, or I guess it was just a Crockett, but they called it the NWA, against Sam Houston. It's a great little TV match. Goes through, I think, 1 or 2 commercial breaks, actually, which was kind of rare back then. Yeah, it was a good match.
Who wins?
Arn Anderson. Arn Anderson did like a stretch of defending the TV title on TV every week for I don't know how long. I'm on 3 episodes after this one, and he's still defending it every week. He defended against Ronnie Garvin on the last one I watched, which was a pretty cool 10-minute match. But yeah, he just defending the TV title.
Speaking of which, if anybody out there has Peacock and wants to share, let me know. Yeah, what's your vintage pick of the week?
It's a bizarre little match, but it's a fun watch if you're just looking for some time filler. The Fish Market Street Fight between Team 3D and Curryman and Shark Boy. It was an episode of TNA Impact.
Spicy. He tastes great. He's Curryman.
That was when it was Sharky 316 or whatever too, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was great.
The Fish Market Street Fight, and there was.
When they first said like Curryman was coming to TNA, I was just like, wow, okay, well, Christopher Daniels has officially lost his fucking mind. But then like he showed up, and I was just like, I like this.
Yeah, he has lost his mind, and I love it.
I like this Curryman shit.
Curryman's actually fantastic.
I was like, yeah, I like this. This is great. My vintage pick of the week is something a little different. When you're watching the Thunderdome, for anybody who's ever been in the Thunderdome, they play like WWE related ads and shit during commercials instead of the actual commercials. And one day I really like watching when they play it because they play the same shit. I believe before the 25th anniversary of Raw, they did the New Day and Triple H and Stephanie were on the Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon. Yeah. And they did a lip sync battle. And it was the New Day doing Motown Philly by Boys II Men, taking on Triple H and Stephanie doing the Moana song, How Far I'll Go. And Triple H just fucking killing it with the Moana song.
Yeah.
So good, man. It's just so fucking good.
He steps right in and he does this little twirl and Triple H kills it.
Oh, God, so good.
That actually... It's funny you mentioned that because when I first saw him do that, I was like, okay, Triple H is cool. I mean, I used to hate Triple H on TV, but then once I got older and realized, and then saw that, I was like, okay, you know what? Yeah, I'll give it to Triple H. I don't mind Triple H.
That's what actually got me to like that song. By the heart of the light of the sea, it calls me. And it's funny, funny little story about that. My kid actually got into Moana. So like one day I sent baby mama a lip singing video of me doing that song. And I was like, here, show the kid this. And the kid was just like, how do you know this song? She was just mystified that I'm just sending her a video of me lip singing this song. Like, how do you know this, man?
That's actually reminds me. On the topic of Moana and kids, so I have a friend and they were obsessed with her kids were obsessed with Moana for a while, not so much anymore, but I showed them one a video of The Rock singing You're Welcome, not as Maui, but just as The Rock, and the kid freaked out. Freaked out. That's not Maui. I'm like, yeah, that's Maui. No, that's not Maui. And then I showed him The Rock playing guitar, and then he cried.
Oh, wow.
Ran away, cried. That was... Nope. That's not Maui. I also tried to show the same kids how John Cena, in the flesh and not Ferdinand, the bull. That freaked them out, too. Nope.
You were talking about John Cena as Ferdinand. Forget about that one.
Yeah.
Oh, well. Oh, there's the bell. So we all know what that means. That signifies the end of the three-way dance. And I think we have one more episode left before we have to suffer through Money in the Bank, which hopefully it's not that show. More than likely it will be, though. I don't know, because it's been a mixed bag lately. More than likely, if you guys like it, I'll hate it, or if I like it, you guys hate it. That seems to be the fucking theme here lately.
Yeah.
You know, after you guys made me fucking sit through in your house.
Sorry.
Yeah, so I don't know what show we're doing next week, but we'll figure out something. So stay tuned, guys. Leave your questions in the comments down below, and we will answer them next week. Because pretty soon I'm gonna have to start sending people to your fucking houses to knock on the door and make you leave questions down there and shit. You know,
Avon calling.
Yeah. Hey, leave some questions down there. Artist sends his regard. So on behalf of Shelby and Nick, I am the ArtistVersion1, and remember, guys, be breezy.